You dang right, it's been recorded. Happy Tuesday, June the 8th, 2021. I'm 51 years old. I'm in my 52nd year of life, and things are good. Say, hey, sock puppy. Say, hey there, buddy. My little Tina Turner. Bless her little heart. She's overdue on a haircut, but we ain't been able to afford the haircut because we had to pay $2,000 to get the glass and plastic and all the stuff that she ate out. And I just know the people that gave it to us knew she had all that in her. That's okay. The free dog that turned into a $2,000 dog. But anyway, she's doing good. So I hope everybody's doing good. Y'all, I've been busy today. Busy, busy, busy. Let me show you what I've been doing. I've already filled 12, 16 fills, 12 orders. Look at this. What did I do today? I finalized the conversion to the percentage of Bain that I wanted in the account. How did I do that? Well, I fixed the problem with the spreadsheet. I don't know what the deal was with it. So now everything's really, really working. So now when I go to allocation page, it should say do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, do. Dang it, I got to buy one share, but I'm not going to do that. So, I mean, things have changed certainly since I did it, but you can see it's close. And I'll probably readjust this account on Thursday again. But everything is really, really looking good. Look at this. So I put in all the numbers, everything worked, and it tells you the percentage allocation. And here's what I was thinking about doing. If you don't want to, have to do all this, and I think yesterday y'all said, hey, y'all are proactive. Y'all want to learn how to do all of this, right? Enter this stuff in. You just need to make sure the spreadsheet is right. Or I could just give you these numbers, right? Regardless of the percentage of your account that you're using, UMDD should make up 8.61% of your little account. And you say they're fairly close, but we're basically giving additional shares to the ones that are outperforming, right? So if something is oversold and it's above its three moving averages and the linear regression is pointed up and it's beating the S&P over a 5-day return, then we allocate the most to that particular underlying. And that's all it is. This is the hot hand method. Now, this will scare you once I go to the AIM dashboard, because the AIM dashboard will say sell, sell, sell probably. And it's just the opposite.
Hey, Bobby, I
Yeah,
have a I have a question.
sure,
Is
Rick.
there ever a time using the spreadsheet that it will like take you out of all the shares? So would something happen and it would and basically it sells everything to
Yeah.
zero shares?
Yeah. So if I became very, very, very bearish, then that would be on me, Rick. Let me put sock puppy down. That would be on me to kind of initiate that. It's never going to tell you by itself to go out of everything. Now, here's what would do it. Let me show you what would do it. So let's go back to the allocation here. So basically, it's do nothing because I took the action today of buying the additional shares to put me up to 75%. But watch what happens. If you all of a sudden go to your variables page and you go, man, I'm getting out, and you put 0%, I don't want to be in any stocks or ETFs. So put zero there. Then the cool thing is, Rick, what's this? It'll go to allocation and it will have me selling like a dog. I mean, I am selling out of everything. So that's the only way that it would give you a complete sellout if you said, I want to be, 0% in, and it tells you what to do. So the cool thing, what we've been doing is, or say, for example, right now it's in 75%. What if I say, man, let's go down to 50%? Then it'll cut that amount. It won't sell as much, but it will certainly, let's see what it'll do. Allocation will, it'll sell a portion of your shares to get it down to 50% of your portfolio. So what I did is I said, I want my aim to be the same, or my Bain in my main account that we show to be the same percentage as the account that I call the AIM account. So let's see. allocation. Let's go back to that again. So 75% was where it's at. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at how, since we started AIM in this account, let's look at how it's doing. All right. So I think I have that under the SPY dashboard. So here we are. If I had an account that was totally 100% in SPY, it would be up 0.88%. This particular account in that same amount of time is up 1.02%. So I updated that today to kind of show y'all, well, you know, I mean, it's a slow go, but today is the first day that we're fully invested in the BAME. So here's the other account, the Tastyworks account. Let's go to it. So I didn't update it today, but the last time that I updated it, you know, this is the one that's killing it, right? I mean, this is the one that's killing it. It's up 18.02%, whereas the SPY was up 5.96%. And this one currently is at 75% as well. Now, how do we make this decision? I would like to come up with an algorithm, and I tried one. I told you before, I tried it and it just didn't work. But I'm still going to try it to where it'll automatically come up with a suggestion here. But here's what we've been using right now is we'll go to our charts. We'll go to our volume profile. Volume profile. I say we go to our volume profile. There we go. To make that decision. So I need to change that to SPY. So since we beta weight everything to SPY, I'm kind of looking to SPY, right? Let's see what SPY is doing. We've got a big green monster in SPY. Let's see how it looks. So our big green monster in SPY looks like this. So check it out. Right? These are 30-minute bars, and price goes, hey, wait a minute, I'm overbought, so I need to get my butt back into the fair zone, and indeed it does. So now price is above the 20, the 50, and the 200, and it's in a fair price zone. So, you know, if I were to look at this today, I go, I'm fairly bullish to neutral. And I'm neutral to the fact that, you know, it became overbought and pops back in. It's just amazing how that works. Look, oh, I'm overbought. Bobby Drew Green Mustard, get your butt back in here. Oh, I'm overbought. Bobby Drew Green Mustard, get your butt back in here. And here it goes again. Now it's going to test it again. And it's just kind of cool, though, isn't it? I mean, to see how this thing. But I would expect, though, in the coming days, probably within 10 days, we may pop back down to 419. But that's not a big move, is it? 422, 419. So this is kind of how I make it. And I'm trying to not rely on it daily. I'm trying to look at it weekly. I'm trying to do everything weekly. I'm adjusting my BAME account weekly. Of course, I messed up today because I wanted to do it yesterday, but the stupid spreadsheet was giving me problems. So now it's good. So I will post this today so that y'all can have it, right? So it's working. It's doing good. It's easy. And you can do one of two things. You can say, hey, Bob, I don't trust you and your little thing. I love you and everything, but I'm going to do the AIM. If you want to do that, use the AIM dashboard. But if you like doing all this extra little stuff that we're doing, then come over here and do the allocation, and you do it either way. The easy way is this, right? I mean, this just tells you. It tells you what to do. It's not telling us to do anything right now, but it tells you what to do. But it does keep up with, we're 74% in stock, 26% in cash, which is not really true. And then look at this, Rick. This is a cool little thing. It tells you what the hot hand is, right? We have most of our stuff in oil. We're believing that the rise in oil is going to continue, so we put most of our money in it. And then we go, man, that ULE, I think that's the euro. Man, it's been sucking lately, so we're going to put less money in it. Were you going to say something, Rick?
Yeah, I was just going to ask. I mean, that just came up in my mind yesterday because I was thinking when I start the BAME, if I put in some inverse ETF, such as SQQQ,
Yeah.
would it, I mean, if we're on a bear, excuse me, a bull tear, would it tell me 0? And then when it goes down, when it's a bear or a crash, would the TQQQ, would it tell me 0? I mean, and that was my question. If I wanted to use some inverse ETFs, that's why the question came up to begin with.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, it should tell you what it tells you, right? And I mean, if that inverse is performing very well, and we're in a bearish market, then it's going to say, hey, it's probably going to continue for a while. So continue buying shares of that particular inverse ETF. It will do that. It will do that. And I'm going to tell y'all something.
Okay.
I was looking at formulas this morning, and I go, how in the God's name did I do this? I'm sitting there. Which formula was I sitting there going? I was just looking at it, and it just made me dizzy looking at it. I go, how in the world did I figure this out? So Rick, I mean, I know you want me to explain the spreadsheet that I put together and what it'll definitely do. It's not going to go to 0 though. It will not take your TQQ to 0.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it will not do that. But if your inverse ETF is outperforming everything else, it's going to get you more into it, and it would get you out of TQQQ. It's never going to go down to 0 though. It's never going to go down to 0. I believe, and I'd have to, let's see, I believe I put some type of conditions in here, and I can't remember what I did. Let's see, overall score. So overall score times 2, who knows how I did that? I have no idea. And now you're sitting there, Rick, going, oh, Bobby doesn't even remember the formulas? Exactly. Now, I'm not on my medications today either, which is a big, probably problem too. Let's see what else we got here. See if we can find out what the governor is. Rounded shares. Rounded shares. Buy or sell. Shares to purchase. Percent rank of portfolio allocation. I'm trying to think how I did this, but there's some condition that will, it will never go down to 0. I know that it's never going to go down to 0 unless you go in and put that you want 0% of your portfolio in this. But that's interesting, Rick. I wish you would try it with some of the inverse ETFs, especially if you get to a point that you're, really bearish, and try to put those in. I think it'll be interesting. I think what I've enjoyed is just using the same 12 or 13 stuff. And it's been working well so far. So I'm like, I really don't want to mess with it too much. So let me hide all these again. But you're excellent questions. And I want y'all to ask those kind of questions. There's no bad questions at all. And always challenge me. I need to always be challenged. I'm not saying that what you did was challenge, but challenge. I mean, it's really good that we think these things out. But I do know I've got a governor in there somewhere. I just don't remember exactly what it is. And I didn't want things. I kind of didn't want things to be too out of line too. So I think I put a governor on the upside too, to where it's not like you're 90% into one of the underlyings. So I believe I did put some, restraint on that. How I did it, or I couldn't. I don't even remember doing this, to be honest with you. All right, but hey, it's working. That's the great thing. It's working. How's it working? We don't really know, but it's really working. And the cool thing is, when I started today, well, let's see. I didn't enter my Greeks yesterday, so I took out my net lig. But let's go to our main spreadsheet, the Sweet Bobby spreadsheet. So I took out my net lig from yesterday. I think we were like 51.8. And oh gosh, what were we talking about? Our Greeks. Go to our Greeks. I didn't enter them yesterday. Just totally forgot. We didn't do it together. But the last time that you and I were together was on the 4th. Now check this out. On the 4th, we had available buying power of 8,600. So I was worried, like, man, if I go from 50 or 60% in ETFs to 75, is that going to kill my buying power? And it really didn't. My buying power, oh heck. Let me see what it is on my little thingy here. So right now I've got 7,200. So it went down a little bit, but I was able to add all of those additional shares of stuff to a point that it didn't really bother my buying power at all. I got $7,200 in buying power, which is enough for me to accomplish anything that I need to accomplish. So let's look at our portfolio. Let's go to, okay, here it is. So let's go to Bain. So I've got all of our shares in one little place, nice little place, so we can see how Bain is working. So we started this on the 26th with Bain. Now here's the cool thing too, and Matt brought this up the other day. Hey, Bob, and depending on your account size, all of yours may be over 100. But if you get one that's over 100, what could you do with that? Matt, spit it out. Can you talk to us? You tell me what you could do. You got over 100.
Sell covered calls.
You could sell covered calls against it, couldn't you? You certainly could. So on that Euro play and the mid cap play, I could certainly sell calls against that to generate a little extra income if I wanted to. I'd probably put them far enough out that it wouldn't call me away. But if I got called away, I'll just make another adjustment the next Thursday when we do our Bain adjustments. But you can see so far, this is up $935. Very, very nice. You know, hey, we're up 17 bucks today. Yay. All right, so let's do our, any other questions about that so far? I just love it though. So Rick, I think here's the cool thing that I can tell you is that you can implement, every one of you can implement this in your account some way. You say, well, Bobby, I just want to do 50% in the ETFs. Do 50%. That's all up to you. So all you got to do is go to this little allocation. How much do you want in there? That changes everything. Right? Here's where the guts of all the formulas are. I always call it variables, where I put the variables and stuff. You make that call. And then if you get really bearish, you say, man, these things got some positive deltas, then let's go down. Let's put this down to 25%. Do it. All right. Just move out of them a little bit. And then decide how often you want to adjust this. I was adjusting it to start with every single day. And then I thought, man, that's getting a little old. So then I started doing it once a week. And that seemed to be a sweet spot for me. So do we have a nice little equity curve yet? No, we just started, right? We're outperforming the S&P 500. Now, of course, this Bain portfolio, keep in mind, it's got the options in it too. So let me show you the equity curve of the other one. Let's look at Marvel again at how well it's doing. Let's see, SPY dashboard. Here we go. That's what you like to see. This is what we like to see in an equity curve of any investment account that we've got, right? Slow and steady gains, slow and steady gains. That's what we really want to see. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see what's in the other account. Let's show the good, the bad, and the ugly. How are we doing over here? Let's see. We've had chop in the other account. Let's see. Profits. Profit chart. There's profit chart. What have we seen? We've seen ups, and we've seen downs. We've seen ups, and we've seen downs. We've seen ups, and we've seen downs. And we've seen ups. And I need to update this again. This chart doesn't automatically adjust for some reason. I got to fix that up. But we're slowly popping back up, into this area right now. So we're doing good. But we want that curve to be a gradual. And if I can help smooth out the peaks and valleys of this account by doing the Bain, then I'm certainly going to do it. Now, this isn't bad necessarily. We did some goofy stuff, but still our good stuff has not propelled above what the goofy stuff that we've done in the past. That's okay. Cool thing is we're up money on the year, y'all. We ain't lost. We ain't lost. Now, we haven't killed it in this account, but I think when it comes to December, we're all, writing out our Christmas bonuses to each other through our accounts, right? You go, oh my gosh, I got to take $1,000 out because I got to buy a donkey or something for one of my kids. Then, we'll see how big of a donkey they're going to get or whether they get a stuffed donkey. So when we start pulling out and paying ourselves. All right. Now, let's see how our Black Swan hedge is doing. Look at this, y'all. We're getting close. $1.85 is where it's at. I got my good to cancel order at $1.50. So we're about to fill that puppy. So let's go ahead and do our Greekies. Any other questions on that? I love it though. I love what we're doing. This is awesome because I believe Bane plus Black Swan hedge plus the VIX hedge plus all of our little spices that we put in here, I think it's going to be really, 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 really good. I'm excited about it. So let's see what we're doing here. Deltas. Well, I got to do everything else. Let's get it done. It's driving me crazy having 3 sheets open at the same time. I'll live through it. All right, here we go. Netlick. So let's record it today. I got a feeling we're going to get to play the Jeffersons. Now, this isn't really correct. You're going to see a big one-day jump, but remember, I had 6-7 on here, and we were at 51, just a little over 800 yesterday. So I took it out because I didn't do my Greeks yesterday. So this is going to be a little higher than what it is. But our current Netlick is 51. It's still higher than yesterday, though. 51,867.90. So how are we doing? We are doing just doggone fine.
Well, we're moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
So with all the stuff that we've done this year, we have not lost money. Have we made a lot of money? No. Here we are. We're at 307. Where was our pivot? Oh my gosh, did I not? Y'all remember me making that pink the other day? I must not have saved it. Let's make that pink. 5/26 was the pivot date. There we go. So we'll always remember. Where were we on the pivot date? We were at 51,197. Where are we just a few days after the pivot date? We're up what? $600-700. Right? Yeah, almost $700. So pivot, we're up $700. I like it. I mean, I don't think we can get much better than that. That's good. And we really made a big pivot today, didn't we? Because I went up to 75% in the account. So we're looking good. All right. So Greeks and ratios. Hey, don't forget we got night school tonight, baby. I'm so excited. Movie night. Movie night at the Gaines household. Wouldn't be nice if y'all was all over here and we was all just chilling out, eating popcorn with my kids rolling all over y'all. 66.38. Oh, it changes so quickly. 66. We'll just call it 66. So we are positive deltas. Now, based on our SPY chart, I don't necessarily, not really hurt by that. What's our theta? Theta. Could be higher, though. Theta is only 63. Unbelievable. Get that up, Bob. It's like we were in Atlanta yesterday listening to Atlanta radio, and every other commercial was an ED commercial with some old doctor on there going, I've had the problem myself, and that's why people trust me. And I'm like, dude, just quit this. Unbelievable. They just kept talking about it. All right, so 6.27. So we're still positive Vega. All right, now. So we're okay. We want to be 0.10 or higher. So we're 0.12. We're good. Not where we have been in the past. Now then, peeps, I have been, our available buying power is 72.49.84. Fix this. So we are using 86% of our buying power, but that's fine. 75% of our account is in the Bane. So it says no adjustment. So really I could, go to bed, take me a little nap, go play with the chickens, go try to get the frogs out of the swimming pool. Boy, those frogs are happy in there. I'm like, get out, dude. So we're good. We're good. All right. So now let's go look at our micros. We've been checking them out every day, closing one of those. And, I'm probably a little too positive delta, right? I ain't got but a few of these open, so that's not hurting me. So if we had a crash, these aren't going to kill me. So, do you want to take the $26 and lessen your load just a little bit? Well, sure, let's do it. Why not? So let's take our 3620 off. I say let's take our 3620 off. There we are. Hey, little feller. Hey, little boy. Boom, chakalaka, boom. Oh, man, it hurt me with Alabama losing. It's kind of like trading, right? Montana Fouts, she has her perfect game. Life is great. We're popping the champagne. Everything's great and wonderful. And then dang it, your very next game, you kind of get belted a bit. So it's kind of like trading. I expect to get hit in the face sometimes. But now the difference between Bobby 2021 and Bobby, 2018 is Bobby 2018. Man, we'd already been losing this year. So I'm still the world's worst trader, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. That's always good. I think we're all getting better. 6, 8, 21. 6, 8, 21. And I'm about to take some of my thrift savings plan for you government junkies out there like Ken. Was that 50%? I don't remember what the percentage was. I'm about to take some of that and put it into an IRA, I think, with Thinkorswim. So that's going to be kind of fun. Not going to put all. I'm going to put some of it in there. That'll give us a fun little account to play with as well. Might even put 6 figures in there. All right. So we're doing good, y'all. We'll take our little profits on that. Now let's see what our deltas are. We notice that doesn't have a huge effect on our deltas, does it? But let's see what we are now. We are at... Okay, so we still got 60 positive deltas. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this yesterday too. So let's see how our credit spreads are doing. Credit spreads. I say our credit spreads. Here they are. So I booked these yesterday. These went off at full loss. They were called broken wing butterflies. So I got some losses in those. But the cool thing is, see these 2 green ones here? Remember those working orders that I just put in yesterday to work? 2 of the 3 got filled. So that was kind of cool. So even though I experienced losses on these 2 here, maximum loss 500 on those calls, I was able to book a little bit of profit against those. So let's see. So we lost 329. We lost 314 on those. Again, I hate calls on anything, but what are you going to do? So we made $46 and $71 back on those. All right, so now let's go look at our credit spreads and see what's happening with those. So here's where we're going to go back to the grouping. And I'll tell you, it's hard for me in Tastyworks to see the groups. And I know we've been working on the chains and all that stuff, but man, is it hard. Oh, I got all kind of talking here. What's the chat say? What is the movie of the week? What time? We'll be talking Black Swan Hedge tonight, 8 p.m. Is that okay with everybody? 8 Eastern. So
Works for me.
all right, so 8 Eastern tonight. You don't want to miss it. Matt, Matt's going to put the baby out in the garage. No, he's not going to put the baby out. I'm joking, Matt. I'm joking. You're not like my sister. She's cold and heartless, so she puts the kids out in the garage, not Matt. All right, so there's times I wish I had a garage where I could put the kids out in the garage, but that doesn't quite work. All right, so what are we doing now? So we need to show our groups, right? So how do you adjust deltas? How do you adjust deltas? Well, you put on new trades or you take off existing trades. So, the cool thing is, I mean, it says we're delta neutral, so we're fine. We looked at this chart, which gave me an indication that we're fine. Uh-oh, look at there. We're overbought. You need to pop back on in here, little feller. We'll see if he does that in a second. All right, so let's go to, oh, by the way, my wife's not here yet, so they're at Vacation Bible School. So yesterday we went to Atlanta, and on the way back, Golden Corral had sent me a coupon, and you know how I always eat where they sent me a coupon. So we went to the Golden Slop Trough yesterday, Golden Corral, where you can slop all you want to. And the kids, oh, they love it, except they were disappointed that the chocolate fountain wasn't there. So I go, and then it's time, I'm like, I'm going to get the dessert. And I'm like, I'm not going to eat a lot because Beth said that we were stopping by Publix to pick up my birthday cake. And I thought, oh, how thoughtful of them to give me a birthday cake. And I said, did you get white icing and white cake? She says, oh, yeah. She says, do you think I would get something that you don't like? And I said, no, son. So after we ate, I didn't eat hardly dessert at all at the Golden Trough, right? Because I knew we'd be having cake later on. So she went and picked up my cake at Publix. Now, y'all, if you have a Publix in your area, they do the best cakes. Our wedding cake came from Publix grocery store, and the groom's cake that I had came from there too. So they make wonderful cakes. So she brings it out to the car, and I look at it and I go, okay, you know what it said on it? Here's what it said. It said, happy birthday, exclamation point. I'm like, hell, they didn't even say happy birthday, Daddy, happy birthday, Bobby. I'm like, geez, people, use a little bit. I mean, come on now. I'm like, did she just run in and grab one off the shelf? I mean, I just kind of wanted it to be, specially made for me. But yeah, happy birthday. And then here's the bad thing. Matt, you'll appreciate this. The dang thing was in Michigan blue and that ugly corn yellow. And I'm like, dang, I said, looks like it'd be like crimson or something. I like my stuff like crimson and, and they didn't even get the colors. I mean, at least tell them, hey, look. So I'm thinking what they did is they just went in there and said, do you have a cake that says happy birthday on it? So I think that's what they did. But I was like, put a little bit of, but then it had her name on the side. So it's like she did order it, but no color, no crimson, no happy birthday, Daddy. And here's what she said. Make sure the name. She was like, well, I didn't know whether to say Bobby or Daddy. And I'm like, hey, how about this? Say both. Don't just give me a conventional, just, I don't know. I thought that a little more thought should have been put in it, but what I know. All right, so let's just see how everything's doing. So we want to close, if we can, some some positive delta trades, right? So we don't want to close that diamond though, because look at the great Vega that we're getting there. So it's positive delta. You would think it'd be negative delta, but it's not. So we don't want to worry with that. But maybe I'm being petty over the thing. Let's see how our hedges are doing. I mean, our income trades are fine, giving us that negative Vega. All right, so I'm not sour on it. I'm glad I had a cake. I mean, sometimes you may not have a cake. All right, so this is giving us negative delta. So we definitely don't want to close it. When's that expire? Today's Tuesday, so nothing's expiring today. That's a Friday one. So Butterfly 30. How you doing, Butterfly 30? Oh, you're gone, aren't you? Oh, Jamal. Let me delete that. It's one of the ones I closed yesterday, or one that expired. And then this one has expired too, so you're gone. Delete, yep. All right, so where did that leave us? Butterfly 33, how you looking? You're giving us negative delta. We need you. We can't close you. Bang. Let's look at it again. 951 in profits. All right, Butterfly is positive delta. Hey, and we're up $25. If you close it, but it's only 33%. I'd like that to go to 50. Let's see if there's something better we can close. All right, so Butterfly 32. Positive delta, we're up 35%. I mean, we could close it. Take our $35 and run. But since my spreadsheet is saying we're delta neutral, I'm not so worried about it. I don't have to close anything. Man, our calendar trade is just pumpkin. Look at that. Man, we got to keep it on though. We need that negative delta. See that? How many days we got left on that puppy? 8 days. Shimon, we'll worry about that next week. Ain't worried about it yet. All right, butterfly 29. Positive deltas. Baby, we are up $80 on it. Ring the register, darling. When's it closing? This puppy closing. 10 days. We're already up 88%. Well, y'all know what we're doing here. We're going to work an order, aren't we? Create a closing order. Yeah, when y'all say Beth, though, y'all don't tell her I said anything about the cake. I mean, you know, they thought about it. Oh, and the kids made little like cards for me, like, see that? All right, so we could close this, maybe the 20-cent debit. So let's let it work. Oh, let's let it work at 10. I like it even better. I'm just gonna let that work for a day. Oh, Roxy, will you shut up? Come here, sock puppy. Come here. Come here. Come here. What you getting all upset about? Is the rabbit bothering you? All right, so we got a working order in that one. What you growling at? Butterfly 31. Butterfly 31. Positive delta. Hey, we're up 36%. That's another close one that we could, up 47%. We're delta neutral. I'm not going to work that order. Let's see if we got anything else around 50%. How's our gold trade doing? Oh, Lord, they're home. Our gold trade is up 60 today. So now we're only down $100 on that. That's great. Remember, we were down like $500 or $600 on that one. And we got a ton of time on that one. Our BSH micros, we're up 2,300 on the BSH. BSH1. What is wrong with you, dog? Wow, look at that. But I'm waiting for that whole thing to fill, aren't I? Let's see, BSH micros 2. That's down a bit. Just checking out these butterflies. And then we'll put another trade on to kind of neutralize our delta a little bit. Butterfly 36, up 4%. Butterfly 35 is up 12%. Okay, so there's really nothing to do. What is that? Make sure. Okay, so why don't we do this? Here's something we haven't done in a while. What is VIX doing today?
It's up a little bit.
Is it up a bit? Yeah. So
It was down, and then there was a major drop in SPX,
on it, so it come
And
up
then
a
it-
little bit, right?
and then it rallied back up. SPX dropped almost $20, and now it's back up positive.
Okay, cool. So let me go to our VIX hedge page because I haven't, if I need a little bit of negative delta, that's one way that I could pick it up. Let me go to my VIX hedge. So many little deals here. VIX hedge. Oh, I need to shut that one, show that one shut it down, right? So I've only got 112 in, and it says that I could do $130 worth. Is 0.25% of my portfolio. And we didn't do it last time when we got to 120, did we? So let's see if we go here. And I probably don't want to do 133. Let's see if I spend a little bit of money here. We normally do the 10 delta call. 10 delta call. 10 delta call is 50 cents. We can move there. Let me do 2 of those. $110. So what you do then is go, okay, I'm gonna buy 2 of those, and let's analyze the trade. Let's analyze the trade. Here we go. Oh, doesn't that look nice? When VIX goes up, baby, what does that thing do? It does great, great stuff. So it gives us It gives us positive VIX deltas, right? Positive gamma, a little negative theta, but it gives us positive vega. So let's swoop that in. Let's buy a VIX call. Where's the darn thing at? There it is, 5 cents. So we're not paying the whole $130. We're just paying 110, 98 days out. Just gives us a little bit of a hedge. I'm surprised we're not filled on that. There we go, 55 cents. All right, so let's put that in our spreadsheet. So we traded VIX. We did 2 contracts. 2 contracts. The strikes were the strikes were the 70 calls. All right, and we said it was a delta of about 10 and 98 days out. And we entered that puppy on 6/8/21. And we did it for 55 cents. Hey, the same thing we did last time. So that should be $111.44. Is that right? Oh, it doesn't figure it for me. Why doesn't it figure it for me? Yep, 111.44. There we go. All right, so we got that in. We need to book the loss on this one. So current day price. Someone tell me what 21 days ago was from today. 0. Current day credit is 0. We lost 185 on that. We exited. Hey Siri, what was 21 days ago?
It was Tuesday, May 18th, 2021.
Well, thank you, little old gal. How about that? If my mama was alive today, she would say that was sorcery. I mean, she would lay an egg. Closing credit 0. And that should be down $560 something. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, 564. So we'll make that all red. So we hadn't made any money on our hedges yet. We realized that, right? Let's talk about the VIX hedge for a little bit. The VIX hedge, we expect that to lose, right? And the issue is, what's the maximum amount we'll lose on this in a year? Well, if we're using 0.25% of our portfolio every month, rinse and repeat every 30 days, then you're going to do that about 3% is the maximum of our total net liquidation value that we'd lose in a year. And we should well outperform that by the time that's over. And remember, my research showed that that thing was actually an overall positive trade. So let's go back here and look at that VIX unallocated. So let's go and send that to my hedges. And you could even create a VIX hedge group, right? Move to group hedges. There. Now let's see what we're doing. So we've closed everything we needed to close. We've put on a new trade to get our deltas a little bit in line. It made a little bit of difference, right? We were 60 a while ago. Now we're at 55, 57. Good. We're up 214 for the day. All right. Ken had to go. So yeah. Okay. So Matt says it should work pending Caroline's mood. I know, baby. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She didn't go to bed till 11 last night.
Fat Baby didn't either. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to call her Fat Baby anymore, according to Beth. Pork Chop didn't go to bed either last night. She was just up. And finally, I threw that little game hers at the foot of the bed. And I said, look, gal, you are going to bed. And then she whines and snots for, 5 or 6 minutes. And then it's all good. It's all good. All right. So I don't think there's anything today. I'm thinking, do I want to put on a call broken wing butterfly? But I just don't think I want to. I just don't think I want to. Those calls, took 200% losses on my call butterflies. I hate calls, so I'm not going to do that. So we did a little bit of adjustment by putting on a VIX hedge. So let's go to the other account now. Let's see what's happening over here. I'll be dang, it's up $152. Who would figure that this account would be up? It's always up. All right, so it's 220 deltas. My Vega is -30. My theta is that. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, let's see what we got. I got a feeling that I should put another VIX hedge on in here as well to give me a little bit of short delta. So let's see what we got. Positions, options. Do I have any VIX hedge? Just look at my options. VIX. Okay, so I've got a VIX hedge out 55 at 70 days. So I should probably go to that same deal. Now, oh, here's what I was going to tell y'all the other day, and I don't think I ever completed the thought. Would you believe that on this account, I do not maintain a spreadsheet? It's the strangest feeling for me, but it's kind of liberating at the same time. On this particular account, I am spreadsheet free, baby. So I got to do that manual calculation. Other than the AIM stuff that I enter, the AIM, I do enter that. But as far as my options trades, I don't do it. So the account, oh man, what's the account value? Please recognize my face, you stupid iPhone. You stupid. Technology died when Steve Jobs died, because now y'all just changed the color. So I'm watching. Pick up my face. Pick up my face. There we go. So how much we got in this account? This one is, oh my gosh, where is the darn net leg? Why is it showing the net leg? Hold on. Unbelievable. Hold on. Positions, watch list. Hold on. Let me slide and take it off privacy. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I hate that, we got to worry about, and I read a thing on Drudge Report the other day that they're targeting accounts that scammers are, and they're, let's see how much we got in that account. All right, so we've got 41,811. 41,812. So if you take 41,812 times 0.0025, isn't that right? $104 is what we need to spend on a hedge. All right, so let me type the privacy thing again. Oh, and are y'all amazed that they were able to get that cryptocurrency back that pipeline company paid? That is amazing. I thought that the government couldn't track cryptocurrency. And that's why everybody was buying their dope and illegal firearms on the dark web. Now, don't you know, everybody's like, uh-oh, I better not be buying all my crack cocaine on the, on the dark web. Uncle Sam's going to find me now. Oh, my gosh. You got to love it. All right, so let's look at the VIX option. Don't you know the fear of God just went through like so many people. All right, so we can do $104. About to say about, let's see, so we're 98 days out. We're going to the 10 Delta. And this is the only time I actually use Delta. Most of the time I use in the money, but you'll notice the numbers are staggeringly different when we go to VIX. That's why I use the Delta. So we'll go to about a 10 Delta, right? There's 55 cents. There's 65 cents. There's 55 at a 9 Delta. Let's do that. So we'll do 2 of those. So I'm going to buy. So what's this? Our Delta's 221. We're going to buy 2. There's 1. Oh my gosh. I forget that. Hold on a second, John. It's making me unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Let me get my password. Jeez Louise. Matt, say something. Keep us entertained while I'm looking up my password.
Not much to say.
Well, what's wrong with you? You so disappointed because Alabama lost last night? Did you cry? Yes or no?
I did not. I was proud of their effort after being down 8-1 and to only lose 8-5.
Yeah, it seemed really much better, didn't it?
Yeah, but still, a loss is a loss.
Have you ever cried over an Alabama game? I mean,
No,
like physical
never,
tears? I have.
never.
I don't mind telling you. Oklahoma, y'all, when we played, by the way, we're going to play Oklahoma State in a couple years if I'm still alive.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But when we played Oklahoma and Coach Fran was our coach, and I'm telling you, our boys gave it everything they could, and they just lost. And I was so proud of them. It was tears of joy, y'all. It wasn't because we lost. I
I
mean,
do get sometimes like when Jalen Hurts, that whole coming full circle, he loses his starting position, then to come into the SEC championship and win the game. I think I got a little choked up seeing that. And then he gets drafted.
oh yeah,
I'm a player fan in the NFL. I don't like teams. I think I've mentioned that in the past, but I cheer for players. But I might cheer for the Titans now since they
you
have.
dang right, Julio, baby,
Yeah.
Julio. Exactly right.
So, but yeah, just seeing Jalen Hurts stick around when he could have gone anywhere in the country and started immediately to stay there. It was pretty good to see.
It was good to see, and I liked seeing him at Oklahoma too. Right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool
I
to see
didn't-
him do what he did there.
I was okay if they lost as long as he did well. But I didn't care if they won or lost as long as he was doing well.
I think I told you I had to take 2 years off from watching Alabama football. My blood pressure just got out of control, and I'm going to like lose it during the game. So I've been trying to take relaxation exercises and stuff when I watch it, so I don't take it so personal. But if we lose, I can't sleep that night. It's like I'll stay up and I'll go, what might have been. I'm singing little Texas songs to myself. What
I
might
have
been.
friends that are like that. I'm very quiet, and I just watch the game because at the end of it, I really have no control of what's going to happen. I mean, when I make the call to Coach Saban during halftime, he listens sometimes, but not usually.
I think I could get Coach Saban fired up. I really do. I think can you imagine me speaking to the Alabama team? I think I could get those boys fired up. Maybe that'll happen one day.
I think you should give it a try.
Maybe I'll send an audition tape in or something. Y'all, I tried to do a family-friendly striptease on Facebook last night, and I didn't have my microphone off. I had to delete the whole thing. I was going to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. All right, what are we doing here? Would you have watched that, Matt? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it was family-friendly, so. My Sunday school teacher said, happy birthday, Bobby. I said, is that a vote yes for me to do one tonight? She says, Bob, probably not, but I did want to see what a family-friendly striptease is. So I was going to do that. So why don't we do I think I got a little too much positive delta here, right? So my Vega's okay. My theta's okay. We can increase theta. Hey, Dwayne, what about if we did this, y'all? What if we do something totally new and off the mat? What about if we were, because we talked about broken wing butterflies and how much I like them, but then Dwayne was talking about, hey, why not do credit spreads too? Because they're less commission and everything. Let's try one. Let us try a SPX credit spread. So we need negative delta. So we're going to do it on the what side, y'all?
Call side.
Call side, right? Let's go to the table. So the little white dot shows us where we got stuff all in here. And, I may fill in some of these. That may be what we'll do. You know how we can't find the right strikes to do some of these days in here with the broken wing butterfly? Maybe those are the expirations that we need to go, hey, man, let's do oh, no, man. That's not what I want. Let's do a credit spread in here. Hold on, let's do that and get this thing straight. All right, so let's see, how do you do that? Short put vertical. Let's do a short call vertical. See what that looks like. There we go. All right, so that's 10 wide. It would be nice to have 5 wide. Let me look. That's negative 37 delta, that close to the money. We probably want to be a little further away from the money. Even though we're looking at the forest and not the trees, I don't want all my trees to get, gunk in them and die. So let's give this thing a chance to work. That's at a 38% probability of being in the money. $2 debit, so that would have $3 worth of risk there. Go down a little bit, so we're bringing that in at about a 32%. And 50. What am I doing wrong? 3250, 295. Why did that go up to 390, 350? And that was only, oh, I see the stripe width. Got you. Pay attention, Bob. So I probably want to do something that's 20 to 30. That's 10 wide. So we don't want that. So there's a 15 wide. We don't want that. And they're getting, so we'll go up here, right? We got to go 25 or more. So we definitely don't want that. So let's get about a, where can we, lowest we can go and get a 5 wide is there. So we can pull in $1.90 on the call side. That has a 63% probability of profit, 36% probability of getting 50. But remember, it's adding theta, maximum profit there, maximum there. And plus, I've already got all the positive deltas I need. So hopefully this is going to get us negative 20 deltas, negative 20. So we should see this go under 200. Because the delta quoted here, unless I'm wrong on Tastyworks, is SPX deltas. Multiply it by 10. That should get you SPY beta weighted deltas. So let's put that in, get us a nice little credit, increase our theta. We're going to increase our vega though. Here we go, baby. Do it, darling, do it. Negative 214 down to. Okay. Working orders. Let's take a little bit of a lesser credit. Or again, guys, a lot of times let these things work a while. You don't have to, let's go in $1.85 credit. See if that'll get us in. There we are. And as expected, it brought our deltas down there. Vega's very manageable, and it popped up that by about 3, our theta. So keep in mind, guys, that's this game. If please get this. You can do anything. You can do calendars and diagonals and broken wing butterflies and credit spreads and iron condors and all kind of stuff. But the key is to realize, what are you doing with your Greeks, right? Someone sent me a message last night on Facebook Messenger, and they're like, look, I got this trade. And blah, 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 blah. And they were telling me all about the trade. And I go, what about your forest? Tell me about your forest. I said, you're looking at a trade in isolation. Don't look at them in isolation. Look at these things combined with everything else. Don't worry about, micromanaging the individual trades. Am I worried if this one, doesn't goes to full loss? No, because why? If it goes to full loss, I'm still making money because I have what? Positive deltas. So even if this goes full loss, I lose my $300, I will have made more than $300 because of this positive delta. You got to keep all that in mind. And when you do, you have this Zen, like as Ken would say, effect of when you wake up in the morning. I rolled out of bed about 10 o'clock this morning. I didn't even look at the market. I didn't care what it was doing because I know I am pretty much delta neutral. I know that my Vega is covered. It's not, and I know that I'm not going to blow out my account. So it's really peace of mind. And again, this account seems to be up every single day. And I'm so glad now that we've got the second account totally in line, doing what it should do too, right? So I'm expecting these two things to kind of follow each other. So I'm a little less deltas than the other account, but we have a little less theta, right? But our Vega is better than the other account. So let's kind of keep them both going. And I hope that's what you take away more than anything. Dwayne, Rick, Stacy, Matt, Ken, Smitty, when he watches tonight, is go in with this thing confidently. You are a hedge fund manager. You're managing your money. You're managing your father-in-laws or your mother-in-laws or your mama's or your daddy's money or whoever you're managing, and go in and very calm and collective and just do this every day. And there's no reason you can't do this in an hour. Everything that you need to do, and then you go about your merry way, and you still tell people that you're a full-time account manager, because you are, because you're going to look at it a few times through the day. Just keep an eye on it and keep everything right in the center. We don't want to be in the bunkers. We don't be in the rough. We want to keep this kind of centered, this under control, this under control. Remember, Delta is Superman. Superman's getting everybody level. Vega's Batman. Theta is Homer Simpson. We need old Homer to do what he needs to do. And if he does what he needs to do, then he should bring me $76 into this account every day. And Homer is overperforming. The other account, Homer should bring in $43 every day into this account. Homer is overperforming. So let's go back to look at the ES one more time before we say adios and see everybody tonight at 8. So here's the ES. It's just flat. And that's the greatest thing, right? When it's flat, Homer can do his thing. We got our deltas in line, theta in line, vega in line. So let's let Homer do his thing. All right, great session today. So we will see everyone tonight at 8. Y'all have a good rest of your day, okay?
Hey, Bobby, how long is the video tonight?
I have not looked, but I can. Let me stop the recording and I'll look. Y'all hang on a second and I'll tell you. Let me stop our recording.